the machine came from future and it's in the present now. Present and past. Present and past. Present and past. Now if you see, the entire movie will travel only in here. See, Irfan Ahmed definitely, like I told you, very close to my heart because one of my best friends is from this religion. So I know him, right, from so many years. So I could see that I was able to connect to Irfan Ahmed. I read only 2 scripts in life, both are flops. So I decided never to ever read a script again in my life.
The Cube show title, Vishnu Vishal. Welcome.
Thank you.
We'll start with the producer's perspective.
Okay.
What made you choose this movie? What was that key factor that impressed you?
Nothing. Producer did this movie only to support actor Vishnu Vishal. Very simple. Okay. And producer believes actor Vishnu Vishal completely. And Vishnu Vishal believes the script. That's it. It's very simple. So I became producer not for anything else, just for Vishnu Vishal, the actor.
So producer Vishnu Vishal believes actor Vishnu Vishal.
Yes.
So what made actor Vishnu Vishal to choose this movie? Like,
So
you have that space as an actor in this movie.
yeah. So till Ratsasan, my plan was a little different. Ratsasan gave me a lot of learning. நிறைய கற்றுக்கிட்டேன் ராட்சசன் படம் மூலியமா அதோட பிஸ்னஸ் மூலியமா அதோட ரீச் மூலியமா அது வரைக்கும் பார்த்தீங்கன்னா என்னோட படங்களில் content was always the king, but I always played a character in the content. I never played a hero in the content. So I was doing well in movies. Everything was doing well. Then I did a out and out commercial movie, which was my biggest business. And அது வரைக்கும் நான் பண்ண கதைகளில் it had the least story. Okay. And I was surprised because commercial cinema is different. And அது பார்த்து I was actually confused. I tried that. I tried that to understand what commercial cinema is because I was not getting those high collections. And when I got them in that movie, I thought maybe this is my route. Everybody clicks big through commercial cinema.
Yeah.
So a couple of movies I tried commercial. One didn't do very well. One did decent. But parallelly, I was always somewhere deep inside thinking that, this is not your strength. Your strength has always been content. Like I've done a movie on time travel.
Yep.
I've done a movie on kabaddi. Kabaddi. Yes, I've done a movie on cricket. Jiva. Yeah, I've done a movie on fisherman's life. So I've done variety. So I was very clear that unakku variety da correct அப்படினு and concepts correct இருக்கணும் அப்படி. So parallel I was doing Ratsasan. So Ratsasan release ஆச்சு. அது பெரிய ஹிட் ஆயிடுச்சு. And it collected what a big commercial movie would collect.
Yeah.
And not just Ratsasan, 96, Pariyerum Perumal, Vada Chennai, all content oriented movie, but commercially clicked with the audience.
Even Ratsasan had a pan-Indian appeal.
Yes, entire country spoke about that movie. I got a big learning that, your strength, if you package it well, if you get the right scripts, and now not just play characters, you evolve into a character which carries the script. So a hero. நீ அந்த மாதிரி கதைகள் பண்ணு, you will grow. So this is what Vishnu Vishal, the actor, wanted. And ராட்சசன் எவ்வளோ பெரிய ஹிட் உங்க எல்லாருக்கும் தெரியும். அதுக்கப்புறம் எனக்கு 9 படம் ட்ராப் ஆச்சு.
After Ratsasan.
After Ratsasan. You will think your life will change, right? If you do a movie like Ratsasan, I'll also think, right? But time was bad. If you ask me what reason, every movie had different reason. Good scripts, good producers, like top 1, 2, 3, 4 producers, very good directors. And I was confused. What is happening? The 9th one was FIR. The only film that was announced. And I was really disappointed. And I decided, what? The Vishnu Vishal actor told, what? This is the script for you. So I approached the Vishnu Vishal, the producer. I told him, please produce. This is the journey. And I saw that growth in this movie as an actor. When I heard the script itself, it challenged me as an actor. It challenged me as a human being. And that I wanted to take up the challenge because I wanted to grow. I was angry. Because what happened to me after Ratsasan, I didn't deserve it. So that anger you will see in the character Irfan Ahmed when you see on screen.
Actually, cinema is a medium of expression too.
Yes.
So, what do you think the importance of this movie, FIR, in the present scenario?
Yes, very important. See, cinema is for entertainment, agree. But if you get a chance to say something good, why shouldn't you? Without compromising on the commercial aspects of cinema. You believe that cinema influences people? Do you believe?
Sure.
I believe. Correct? We get influenced by cinema. So if you are able to influence the people in the right way and not compromise on the commercial aspects, the business, everything kept in mind, the experience, you can't take a documentary, right? You have to give them a movie.
Yeah.
If that is happening as a combination, we should take it up. So for me in FIR, I saw that very, very clearly when I heard the script because I was able to connect to the script. என்னோட பெஸ்ட் ஃப்ரெண்ட் அவன் பேர் சையத் முகமது. ஓகே, அண்ட் திஸ் கேரக்டர்ஸ் நேம் இஸ் இர்ஃபான் அஹமத். அவன் லைஃப்பில் த இன்சிடென்ட்ஸ் தட் ஹி ஃபேஸஸ், த திங்ஸ் தட் ஹி சீஸ் பிகாஸ் ஆஃப் பீங் ராங்லி அக்யூஸ்ட் as a terrorist, what happens? Me and my friend for 25 years, we know each other. We have been discussing so much. Why religion is causing so much of hatred, violence, killing and terrorism. All this is nonsense. நான் அவன்கிட்ட என்றைக்குமே முஸ்லீம் ஃப்ரெண்ட் அப்படின்னு நான் பார்த்ததில்லை, அவன் என்ன ஹிந்து ஃப்ரெண்ட்னு பார்த்ததில்லை. ஃப்ரெண்ட்ஸ் நம்ம இப்படி இருக்கோம், ஏன் உலகம் இப்படி இருக்குது? அவன் என்றைக்குமே ஓகே இவன் முஸ்லீமுங்கிறதுனால நான் அவன் கூட இப்படி இருக்கணும், நான் ஓகே இவன் ஹிந்துங்கிறதுனால அவன் கூட இன்னும் பெட்டராக பழகணும். நம்மளாம் அப்படி பார்க்கவே இல்லையே. அப்புறம் ஏன் உலகம் அப்படி இருக்குது? What is that is going wrong around us? It's the divide that is caused by some people who want to cause this divide to rule. So அதெல்லாம் பேசியிருக்கோம் நிறைய. ஸோ இந்த படம் மூலயமா we can convey that humanity, love எல்லாமே faith, religion அதெல்லாம் முக்கியம். ஆனால் humanity, love, peace is all above all this. So that chance I got through this movie. And I think that is the reason why I think that cinema is a medium of expression, and if right things are expressed, they always reach people.
Irfan Ahmed is your character in this movie, and it's kind of like your first action movie too.
Yeah.
So there were such a long time preparations for this character.
See, Irfan Ahmed definitely, like I told you, very close to my heart because one of my best friends is from this religion. So I know him right from so many years. So I could see that I was able to connect to Irfan Ahmed. So physically I had to transform. Not just for this movie. Like a lot of people know that I was injured during a movie. I put on a lot of weight. I was going through personal divorce and all that. So that phase was the worst phase in my life. It continued for 2.5 years. Probably it will end when FIR releases. So that pain I'm still carrying with me. And that time when I got this injury and everything, I wanted to come out of a lot of things. Literally, I had put a post about depression. So I wanted to come out of it. And I wanted to do something which I thought I can never do in my life to get that positive feeling in me. So I think I can't live without eating, even today. Okay. And when I put on so much of weight because of the injury, disc slip, disc prolapse in my neck, doctors told me I was bedridden literally 3 months, and 4th month I felt better. So I wanted to do a lot of things. Doctor said no, you can't work out for 6 to 8 months. But I wanted to challenge myself because I put on so much of weight, like around 13 kgs I put on. I was looking at myself in the mirror. I was shapeless and mentally down. Everything was wrong. Like I told you, Ratsasan, after 8 films, 9 films were dropped. All this happened and I was really low, and I just wanted to do something which I thought I could never. And six-pack is something I always dreamt of, and I always thought I can never do it. So I challenged myself. I started the journey for that. And when I started the journey, FIR was the 9th movie along. When it got dropped, when I decided to take this up, director wanted a good body. But I told him, no, I'll make six-pack. He said, no, I don't want. I said, no, I will give you my best. Because I want to do my best for my life. That helped this character. So that was the basic strong preparation for me. Foundation for an action hero is people should believe that you can hit. Okay, they should not like, how is he hitting 4 people? That question should not come when you're doing especially your first movie as an action hero. And second, maintaining that body during COVID.
Yep.
That was the
even
biggest.
There was a huge schedule break.
Yes, because that was the biggest challenge I faced. But every time, I'm not saying I maintained it throughout. I lost it again, but I worked hard. I got it. Continuity. I went in continuity. It was a great experience for me. And then we planned this look. We gave this beard look and the hair, and we put the lens. So a lot of preparation went in, mentally basically, because Manu narrated the script really well. So I could feel what he wants. We have to show a lot of pain for the character, the anger, the emotions. We all spoke about it a lot. And I think when you see this on screen, Irfan Ahmed, you will connect to him. So So, and you will see him as you. That's why you will be able to travel his life with his life.
So, Rakchasan is a movie that gives a huge break for you, and even your career can be divided into two phases:
yes.
before and after
After,
Rakchasan. You have told that there were almost 8 films were dropped in between this time period, and were they all those thriller type movies?
No. Different. See, I'm known for doing different films.
Yep.
You can't put me in one genre as of now. Touch wood. Future, I don't know. I tried to do different genres of film. There were love stories. There was sports film. There was a very new concept of film. I don't know what genre I should call it. Then there was definitely there was action film in it, and one was a science fiction. So
Again,
there was
sci-fi.
travel. Yeah, there was a lot of variety. So see, FIR is an action suspense emotional thriller. So it's not
Mix of
yes. So it's not an out and out thriller where you're finding a killer or something's happening. Everything is there. This is definitely different from Ratsasan. In the future, next one I have done, that is a crime drama. That's different.
Yep.
So
Drama.
there are a lot of and I play a negative character in my next one. I might have little shades of a psycho. Okay, so I'm trying to do a lot of varieties. See, in a particular genre itself, there are a lot of varieties. So I'm trying to touch every variety. Yeah, then again I'm doing a sports film next. So I'm trying to do a lot of different films. But yeah, Ratchasan is a benchmark. When I try to touch the same kind of a genre, it has to be above it. So yeah, it's very difficult.
So as you said, you select scripts like you pick it from different genres.
Yes.
And even if Intranatranale, it was in the early stage of sci-fi movies in India.
Yes.
Even Indran and
Yes.
Ravan was there.
Yes.
They were high budget movies,
Yes.
even other films too.
Yes,
But
yes.
Intranatranale was a small budget movie.
Yes.
It was packed up movie.
Yes.
So how do you choose that movie at that time?
See, when I used to, I heard the script, it was very fascinating that some director has written such a script in a very small, compact way where everybody will understand. But the challenge was, how is everybody going to understand? We have never done something like this before. The first draft of the script was past, present, future.
Okay. 3 stages.
3 stages. And the script traveled in past, in present, in future, past, present, future, present, past. When I heard the script, I told you have done a brilliant job. But if you travel too much, people will not understand. So now I sat with the director, I told him, let's simplify it. Okay, let's just keep the machine kept from future and it's in the present now, present and past. Present and past, present and past. Now if you see, the entire movie will travel only in here.
Yep.
So this was a conscious effort to make sure that people understand. These are the kind of things that me as an actor, when I listen to new scripts, I give that input. So for me, I become the audience. I'm thinking as the audience. And I'm thinking, will I understand this? Okay, me as an actor, as somebody who watches world cinema, I don't watch too much, by the way, but I like science fiction movies. I like superhero movies. That's some genres I watch. I understand what is time travel. So I am able to get it. But how many people here understand time travel? How many people would have watched
audience
that?
are with different IQ levels.
Yes. So I said, let's simplify it. So we simplified it. And today you see the movie now when I tell you, you see the machine will come from the future once, it will go back once. That's it. Apart from that, the story is happening only past and present. So then I got the confidence. Ippo ellarkum padam puriyum. And we made it. And I used to tell people I'm doing a movie on time travel. Enadhu time travel ah? Eppadi puriyum?
That too in 2015.
Yes. Illa puriyum. Eppadi puriyum? Illa paathu risk nuvaanga. Then I'll show them the shoot pictures of the time machine. They'll see paravalla edho irukku. It's difficult to make people believe. So but I think I want to surprise the audience. I want to give them new experience. The only way is I have to take risks. But the risks have to be worth it.
Even there was a humor layer throughout.
Throughout. See, again, you have to convey that in a very humorous way. You have to have a scene to make people understand what is time travel.
It's challenging too, no?
Yes, it's challenging. But again, directors have to work on it. Not that, every script that comes to me is the final draft. No. I have sat on scripts with directors. I have worked.
or
It doesn't
there's an
co-
organic growth.
Yes, it doesn't come out. It's okay. I don't want things to come out like that. It's okay. But I worked hard for it. That's why the anger. That's why, when after Ratsasan, that anger was there in me. It's still there. It's still there. It'll go out on February 11th.
After the release of
Yes.
the movie. Even your journey to film is also like a curious thing. From my cricketer to cinema. It's not a usual thing we
Yes,
see here in the industry. So how was it? What made you choose cinema?
See, I wanted to become popular right from childhood. See, cricketer, everybody's dream, you want to become popular. You want to play for the country. Those days there was no selfie gilfie, so you want to give autographs.
Photographs.
So you want people to chant your name when you enter the field. When you hit a boundary or six, you want them to call your name and shout your name. So take today we see Dhoni, we
Sachin.
chant, Sachin. And so that was my dream. So I got injured. I played really well. I played good level of cricket. State I played, under 16, under 19, South Zone I played. So after that I got injured. I had a stress fracture in my leg. So injuries have been a part of my life.
From the beginning.
Yeah. So I realized that I can't continue. I was very disappointed. So my uncle, that's my father's brother, he suggested, why don't you try cinema? I said, cinema? No, I don't even watch cinema. I don't like cinema. Too much. And he said, but your dream is to become popular, right? Where else will you fulfill this dream? It made sense because I might stay disappointed for the rest of my life. And I thought, yeah, maybe this is another opportunity to try something. So I tried to enter cinema and tried to get opportunities. It took me 6 years. And I realized I will not get an opportunity. But in those 6 years, I was scared to learn anything about acting. Because if I learn and I don't get an opportunity, I'll be more disappointed. So I didn't learn. So after I got an opportunity, like I quit trying, I went and joined a job. After joining a job, after 2 months, I got Vanilla Cup Glow opportunity. So this is how I came into that. Itself was a big journey in itself. But then I realized after the first movie, first movie I was ready. I was a cricketer, so I knew kabaddi emotions. I can feel that. Then the character when I heard was very simple.
Yeah.
Very, very, not very multi-layered. It had a simple amount of emotions. So director tuned me, he taught me, he did everything. Because I could play good kabaddi, that added to the character. Because I'm a sports person. After that, when I tried to do movies, I realized you never got prepared. Okay. What do you know about an actor? Nothing. You can only do what you did in the first movie. Now you have to better yourself. You have to become a better actor. But can you go for 1 year to train and then come back? No. If you miss your chance, you're gone. Now I have to learn as I act. So I choose different movies. Different movies, different characters will give me something new to learn.
Yeah.
So now I can tell you proudly that in the first movie, if it was a single-layered character, FIR Irfan is a multi-layered character. A lot of layers to his character. Now I'm able to carry it. So all this happened through the process of learning, and cricket taught me to survive. Even when I fell down, I knew that I have to get up. And sports teaches you that. So that's why I always suggest people now, we should make children play sport at an early age, because it teaches them so much. Life is so difficult now, more difficult than before. So they'll be prepared for life. So every time they fall, they will want to get up again. But it's because sports teaches you that. And it was a great journey for me. For transition journey was brilliant.
Being an actor, you should be updated.
Yes.
Like you travel along with cinema. Cinema gets updated. How do you update yourself as an actor?
As an actor.
As an actor.
Okay. My biggest plus and the biggest minus is I don't watch too many movies. Okay. I think sometimes by watching too many movies, you might get influenced to do something which you are not capable of. Okay. That's a wish, right? So first I decided, let me avoid watching movies and try to just focus on myself. Till I come to a point now, when I watch a movie and I want to do something, I should be confident enough that I can do something. And after that only I started watching a lot of movies, which is in the last 2-3 years, like after Ratsasan.
After that,
Yeah, so approach changed. Now I want to be updated. Before that, I only was in the search of self-analysis. I was completely into analyzing myself. Okay, I was not thinking like an actor. I was only thinking like a human being who wants to analyze himself as to what is his plus and minus. It was going into that phase. So now I'm in a phase where, like you said, I want to be updated. I want to see what's happening around me. I want to understand more. I want to understand, the nuances that an actor needs when he approaches a character. And everybody's approach is different. Like when I work on spot, now I watch other actors. Before I never used to watch too much. Because they might be brilliant with dialogue delivery. My dialogue delivery might not be great. But probably something else will be better for me. So if I watch, when I say dialogue delivery, I'm saying memory. They have sharp memory. So they'll be able to deliver their dialogues really good. According to me, I have photo memory. I can't think, when I'm talking. So my problem is I have photo memory. I don't have, verbal memory. So, okay.
Like visuals are registered.
Yes, for me visuals are registered. When I used to study, that, when I write an answer to a question, that paper will come in my mind. So now when I'm talking, I have read my dialogue. So that paper comes to my mind. I can't think and talk, right? So that is my problem. So all this I found out. I was analyzing. And now when I know my pluses, now I know the basic A, B, C. That's it. I learned the basic only now. Now I'm able to go on spot and watch. I'm able to observe the other person. This is how I'm updated. Okay, this is what he's doing. Now to match him or to match this character that I'm playing on screen, because it's about chemistry between two people. If three people are there, it's between three people. What should I do to see now? There is a scene. I'll give you an example. In one of my movies, which is coming up, I have to be very slow. Okay.
Like in all your activities.
Yeah, all my activities. Very, very calm, very slow. Now the other person, I thought, will come and give a lot of energy. Like he'll be fast. But the other person wasn't fast.
He was also slow.
Slow. Now that makes the scene slow. Now suddenly, when I spoke two dialogues, I realized, what, I thought he'll be fast, now he's slow. Now what should I do? I should increase my speed in that scene. But at the same time, I should not go out of the character. So these are the things how you update, you learn as you shoot. Every situation is different, every character is different, every actor you act with is different, every director is different. So basically learning and updation comes from every side, not just by watching movies, not just by having business knowledge, not just by having your self analysis. It's a combination of everything. So that updation I think needs to be there throughout your career. Otherwise, one day you'll see that everybody has moved forward and you're still standing there with old school thoughts.
Even after release of Ratsasan, in a post-release scenario, there was a thriller trend in South
I know,
India.
everywhere there were thrillers.
Every language there were thriller movies. And have you watched those thriller movies?
Yeah, I watched. I could see clear inspiration from Ratsasan. But see, sometimes, cinema goes through waves. There will be a wave for thrillers, there will be a wave for comedy.
There are always trends.
Yes, there will be a wave for horror comedy. These trends are very common. So, but I was happy that after my movie, a lot of films were inspired by my movie. Not just the movie. Sometimes the BGM also was inspired. That is not fair. But it's okay. I think everybody has a version. Somewhere somebody is inspired, right? So you become a little like that. That's okay. That's okay. As long as it's your version of the inspiration, it's fine.
In any initial stage of this discussion or action, have you ever thought such a huge reach for the movie?
No, I never thought. I thought it'll be a good movie. Like how my previous movies were. Content oriented, good. It did well. People liked it. I just thought it will be good. It will be decent. People will like it. And when I saw the movie, I thought actually this is better than what I thought in terms of people's liking. This might click big. But then again, I thought this will click big with the niche audience who watch such thrillers. They will say, wow, superb. But I didn't know it will connect with family audiences.
Yeah.
I saw the movie in theatre. Family audiences were, throughout, completely inside the theatre, I could see so many families. So, that was something which I didn't expect. And I didn't expect it to be what it became. And it's a landmark film.
Yeah.
So, I didn't expect so much.
You were a police cop in that movie. And your father was an ex-cop.
Yeah.
Have you had any inspirations or kind of suggestions from your father?
For Ratsasan, never. Maybe other films I might have spoken to him about cops and the procedures and all that. But Ratsasan, the director, was so crystal clear in his narration, in his research, that I never had to ask anything from my dad. Just that I told him I'm doing a movie. It's interesting. It's a thriller, a psycho killer. Investigation story, and that's it. I told him. So he told me, you be like this, be like that. I said, no, this character is different. I'm not a typical cop. I'm a different cop. So I think what you're saying, I can't apply to this. That's it. That was the discussion. No other discussion about Ratsasan.
being an actor, actors always influence audience.
Yeah.
Even if
Yeah,
he's
yeah.
a star, the influence would be
More.
more of
Larger scale.
Yep. So, how do you think, as being an actor or a performer, you influence others?
See, I think more than what we influence on screen, we influence off screen. That is very, very important.
Who you are.
Who you actually are, what you are actually projecting about yourself. Again, sometimes you tend to move away from reality. You want to project yourself as something that you lose yourself.
Like you're being yourself promoted
Because
as an
people
idol.
look at you like in a way where they really like you. Now, in your real life, you want to become that how people look at you in movies. That is something I tried that I should never do. That's why in every interview of mine in the last 3, 4, 5 years, if you see, I'm speaking honestly. I don't want to change this side. If I'm going through a problem, I want to say that yes, I'm going through a problem. If I am right, I want to say yes, I'm right. If I am wrong, I will ask for an apology. I want to live that real life. I don't want to miss that. Because that is me. Because when I entered cinema, I had a different perception about cinema. As I, traveled in this industry for 4, 5 years, I realized, a lot of people are actually not themselves off the camera, what they are actually on camera, and off the camera, they're different, but they're projecting their camera image only in front. And I didn't want to do that. I'm not saying it's right or wrong. Everybody has their own approach. But I thought I should not become that, because there was a time when even I was tending to become wanting to project something else about myself, whereas the truth was something else. And I realized, no, this change is risky. Don't do that. Be yourself. So I pulled myself back to becoming myself. And that's why people, today I speak openly, and a lot of people tell me you're motivating us. I feel happy. I have pain. I'm sharing it with you. Like you, I have pain. I'm a normal human being, just like you. Just like your ups and downs. Even I'm going through ups and downs. Just like your success. Even sometimes I want to enjoy my success. I want to be a part of your success, just like how you are a part of my success. I want to just send out that message when I talk. But we have to be careful on screen also. A small mannerism or a small dialogue, or what we show in the movie might influence a lot of people.
So
So
should not be bad
social
influence.
responsibility in movies is very important. But I can't shoot every movie keeping social responsibility in mind. It's entertainment. That balance has to be there. Make sure you don't, if you're not doing any good, it's fine. But don't do any bad through movies. Don't try and project any bad through movies. At least try that.
Now you have reached till FIR from Vanilla Kabaddi Kulu. It's been a long journey. You have gone through different genres, different films, different stages in life. So how important is cinema to you now? From the first stage.
Now for me, everything is about cinema. In the last 3 years, what happened in my life, I think cinema is my only medicine right now. And I think forever it will be. And but at the same time, I don't want to lose out on my family life. I want to spend time with my son, my father. And that also I want to always continue doing, and also my friends. But cinema is something that now, apart from doing what I said I do, I just am thinking about cinema 24/7. I think it's my medicine right now, and it will always be.
Once you get a script, you are ready to do a character. What all are your preparations as an actor? Like you want to perform.
Yeah,
better.
so like I told you, first thing I look out in a character is if I need to change anything regarding my looks. Because once you start looking like a character, you start feeling the character inside you. That's my first approach. But like I said, for me, Ratsasan was a big learner. And then Ratsasan was the first movie where I actually applied my thought process about the character, about the script into the character on my own. Not just whatever director said I did. There were a lot of incidents where, a lot of scenes where, director said, okay. I said, no, I want one more. He said, why? It's perfect. I said, no, I want one more. So I gave that one more. And he went to edit, and he called me after editing a lot of, after editing the film footage, a lot of footage. He called me, he said, I was not able to understand why you asked for one more on spot. I couldn't see any difference. But when I came and saw the edit, I could see that the small things that you added in every take. I said, yeah, I tried to do something. So he said, I've used most of those takes. So, that clarity that I got, sometimes you You got to start feeling, thinking, and analyzing the character. And that confidence I got back. Like I said, I got to understand the A, B, C. That's it, that basic. So when I got the basic, I realized, you know what, you have to evolve more. Now you know ABC. You try to learn D, try to learn E, try to learn F. Learning is going to be there. It is never going to end. But yeah, now I approach character. First I need to look like that, then I need to analyze what I need to deliver. Then, like I said, you got to go on spot, things might change. You might do too much of homework. You go on spot, things might change. You should be prepared for that. And finally, there is a meter or a graph for a character in the movie. I look out for that graph. I want to make sure that I don't cross that graph. If I underplay also, it's fine. I don't want to go above that particular graph at that point of time. So these are all the kinds of preparations I try to put in, and obviously I realized that now I have to evolve more, and I need to look good. So in the last 2 years I've put a conscious effort that I should look good, and yeah, all these small things I want to take with me.
You have mentioned that visuals are being registered in your mind,
Yes.
not the words or other text elements. So being an actor, it's very important to study a script. So how do you study a script? Like reading through the words or visualizing the events that's been written in the script?
The best part is I read only 2 scripts in life, both are flops. So I decided never to ever read a script again in my life. This happened in my second and third movie itself. I realized, what, you should never read scripts again. From there on till date, I have never read any script. Because when I read it from my point of view. When the director narrates it, they narrate from their point of view. I understand them better. So I never read scripts. I only listen to them. I ask questions. I discuss. I analyze. I ask more
Interactions
questions. Yeah.
are being there.
Yes, that's when I get what he's thinking about this. Only then I'll be able to understand. Because once I start reading, I'll have my own visual. So if my visual and his visual don't match, that's it. And I have taken the wrong decision then. So this is how I approach it.
Now in your career, you have been exploring cinema as an actor, now as a producer. How do you visualize your future in cinema?
I think first thing I'm scared because I don't know to do anything else. I was a cricketer, turned actor. I gave a big hit first movie, but then second and third didn't do well. Again, I got scared. I thought, I'll be thrown out one more mistake. One step at a time, one step at a time, one step at a time. I've come till here. And now, like I said, I as an actor, I feel I can stand in front of camera confidently. So now I see myself, my dream or any actor's dream, if you ask, is becoming a star. Superstar is not in my hand. It is in the hands of the audience. It's in nobody's hand. This is what I believe. These are all my theories. Whether it's right or wrong, I don't know. I follow life like that. I approach cinema like that. Becoming a superstar, I think the public gives you that place. But I feel that becoming a star is in the hands of an actor. His approach, the way he chooses his scripts, the way he analyzes himself, the way he wants to project himself. And I think I want to become a star. And I am able to visualize myself. Unless I do very bad mistakes, I want to become a star. I want to work towards it. This is how I see myself from now on. And I want to take risks. Without taking risks, you can't become a star. Otherwise, I'll be here only. I want to grow. I've seen 18 years of struggle. Struggles will be there. I saw 10 years of struggle 8 to 10 years of struggle in cricket. Then last 12 years, like I said, to learn ABC, it took me 12 years. So, now I'm confident that, from here on, I should only look forward and just look at my goal. Like I said, I'm 24 hours thinking about cinema.
So, all the very best.
Thank you so much. Thank you.